Hello everybody and welcome back to Survivor Challenge. We have got honey. I know this pallet is not quite full, but it's pretty much there. So we're just going to stack them up here, and these will be taken over to the confectionery production once we've built it. I know we don't have it yet, but we will do eventually. Now, that was just the starter. We have the main course over here. We've got 6 full pallets of eggs, so they need to move. Then we've got the wool, and it is now April, so the price should be extremely good. I'm hoping it has peaked. If it has peaked, then we'll get them sold. But yes, I did say initially I wasn't going to stack, but as Chainsaw is stacking, we might as well stack. And because the game doesn't penalise for it, we might as well stack. It's kind of pointless pretending to do things more realistically if there's no repercussions. I know you could easily roleplay it, and I was doing, but we've got so much stuff to do, we need to just crack on. So I think we'll forward it. Yeah, it's probably on the lifting capacity of this Manitou. We have got a field up there which needs to be drilled. We did expand it in the previous episode, but we never got around to doing the cultivating. Also, if you take a look at the money, we have got £627,000. We're going to be probably spending the most money we've ever spent in one episode today, because we've got the sugar beet harvester to buy, and well, we might build the confectionery production as well. I'm not too sure yet. I'll have to discuss that with Chainsaw. It would be so amazing if the sugar beet harvester came up in the sale. I haven't actually checked the sale, so maybe it's there. Oh, yes, maybe it is there. I'll just go and deposit these over here, and then, well, depending on the price for the wool, we'll either just put them onto the trailer ready, or we'll go and sell them. Hopefully we can sell them. Yeah, ram. If stacking wasn't bad enough, we're now ramming them. Oh, look at all this. Some really big machinery here. We don't need another forager. A tanker actually would be good, because we are going to be producing slurry, are we not? Or do we need to get another slurry tank for that? We probably do. And the Gens Cobra Hybrid wood chipper, which I don't think I've ever used actually. I've just never had the money in a series to be able to buy it. It's 1,322 horsepower. Is that the most... It is, isn't it? It's the most powerful machine in the game before you get into mods. That's incredible. Well, I don't know if we're going to have the money for that. We're probably not, but it would be amazing. It would be a different thing to do as well. And also, if we do buy our own sawmill, then that could help make more money that way as well. Okay, so let's just check that price for wool. As mentioned, it's not allowed to go to sell everything. That's just for the containers. So it's £2,111. 2,140. So yes, there is room to increase a little bit, but I think we should probably just get them done. It's not really going to change too much. So let's grab a suitable flatbed trailer. This is a bit powerful, isn't it? It's a bit powerful for the flatbed trailer, but it's here, so we might as well just use it. I'm always trying to swerve underneath these wires, and I always fail. We are supposed to be still getting a wheel loader too, so yeah, unfortunately I don't think we're going to be getting the wood chipper, unless we do a U-turn on that decision. I don't know. Yeah, so I'll just put this here. Let's load up, and let's make some more money. Wonderful. So this is our big sugar beet field on the right. It is actually a month behind the other one, which I haven't even seen since we planted it, so we should really check up on that. I don't think it needs much attention, But yes, obviously it does need to be harvested when it's ready. It doesn't want to just sit there. We do have 2 other fields which are ready to harvest. Oh, I'm never going to get this thing through there. I should have just... I know. Yes, I will spin round. Yes, I think probably that little tanker should move. Yeah, if I go tight enough, I should be able to get into there. It came from here, so it can go back here. Wonderful. Right, good. So I don't know if there is anything over here which we can teleport to. Not really. But like I said, this field here needs to be harvested. This is the sugar beet field, the green one, the light green one. So, yes, there is a wheat field. We might as well take the combine over there. There it is. Would be nice to have a Lexion. This is the Trion. It looks very similar to a Lexion though. I used to know all the different models of Combine that Class were currently producing, but I think their range has changed quite a bit recently. I'm only really aware of the Lexion mostly, and well, I don't know if the Tucano is still going. Is that still going? We've got the Trion here. I think they've got a new one out as well. Ooh, I have certainly gone cross-country. There's a log. I don't want to have a blowout on my track. But there is the field. Good. So that is now ready to harvest. So as soon as we have sorted out some other things, we'll be in here. We'll get it done, probably just in a few minutes' time. But we want to check up on the animals. I know Chainsaw is over at the cows right now, so I think he is actually looking after them and looking after the feed mixer. But this is the sugar beet field I wanted to check on, and it's looking good. That should be ready fairly soon. So as for sugar beet harvesters, we don't really want to go for anything but a self-propel. I think a trailed one would be much too slow. And it's really between, well, actually, if we were to go for... these two look very similar in price, but they're actually not, because this one comes with the header, and the roper actually does not come with it, and that is an additional £79,000. So, yes, it's probably going to be the Grimmy, probably. I will consult Chainsaw. Okay, I have spoken to Chainsaw, and he thinks we should go for the biggest roper, and he tells me that has a 4-meter header. Yep, okay, so even that, it's a huge machine, but when you compare that to a combine harvester, obviously very small. So I suppose, yeah, it makes perfect sense. We wouldn't want to go smaller. I was just trying to save money, but no, Chainsaw has spoken, so we'll go for it. I don't think we need to have a number plate. And our fields are not very square or rectangular, so we probably don't need to have GPS. If we want GPS, we can always add it in the future. No problem at all. And the wheel type, or wheel brand, is free to change. So I quite like that one. 2 back from that Trelleborg. That was probably the default anyway. So there we go. Crikey, we have spent some money. We only have £80,000 left. Yeah, I did say we were going to spend some pretty serious money in this episode, but now the money which we make can be put into either a wheel loader or we could build a confectionery production. There's no major rush for that because we do need to make the other products as well, and obviously we still need to refine the sugar beet into sugar. And the crop is nowhere near ready. I've just crashed our brand new machine. Oh yeah, and Giants, if you're watching, you're probably not. Please, please make working cameras in FS25. These screens, they're so lifeless. Actually, to be honest, they're very... they're full of life. That's a real photo. But you know what I mean. We want to see that same shot, but only a live image in the game. It would be so good. I appreciate it's probably not the easiest thing to do, but it would be so good. Although, couldn't they do it like a mirror? Because you can see the mirror is obviously a live image, so they could just like have a mirror there. But obviously not reflecting my face, that would just be horrific. But yes, reflecting, well, not reflecting anything, you know, just with the same shot that there is there, on this machine. It would be so good. I was thinking maybe we could take this over to the field, but it's just going to block the place up, so I won't. We'll park it over here somewhere. Actually, putting stuff where the container is does seem to work quite well. There's still plenty of space to get around. I've just crashed it again. But there it is. It is soon going to be used. The Tiger 6. Chainsaw is just moving some silage, because the TMR mixer does require it. I was just going to go over there very quickly. Yep, so it's obviously got enough straw. We can see, yeah, there you go, 0. So that's where he's taking that to. Cow's doing okay. It's all good. Oh yeah, and before we start the harvest, let's just quickly check up on the manure pile. Delightful. Almost 7,000 litres. It's growing. Yes, that needs to be drilled too. But first things first, let's harvest this. I think I'm going to take the first few loads at the very least to the grain mill, because then we can make more bread. Only problem is the bakery is consuming the flour extremely slowly. But then again, if we do get an excess of flour, which we will, we could just sell that as a raw product before sending it to the bakery, or as well as sending it to the bakery. And actually, as soon as we have sugar, we can start to bake some other things as well, like cake. We also have strawberries, so we can put strawberries on the top. Oh, why does it do this in multiplayer? It just starts to drive in different directions on its own. Weird. I haven't actually checked upon the grain mill for a while, so I'm not too sure how full it is. Let's have a look here. Well, there's the bakery. Obviously inundated with flour, so that's doing fine. And there is the wheat. Yeah, that's full. Outgoing products is full, so it's completely out of space. It's crazy. We don't really need to activate the production, but I have done anyway. I suppose the rest of it should just go into storage. The only other way of tackling this is to get more bakeries and get the bakery to produce more products, which we are going to do. So I think, yeah, over time it's going to start to consume that flour faster. We do need to put a track in or something here, because I'm constantly driving over the sugar beet, which isn't a great thing to be doing. Okay, well, we do have lots of straw as well. We are really just waiting for the sugar beet to be ready, because then we can start that sugar beet harvest, and then we can produce our sugar and make all these different wonderful products. I can't wait for it. We probably don't have the money now for the confectionery production, but we will do soon. It's fine. So there's also animal feed. We can produce animal feed from the byproducts of certain things. I know some of it comes from the sugar cane, which we obviously don't have, but there's confectionery. We can afford it. 65,000. The sweetest candies. Ah, that is wonderful. Well, we will have to build that. We'll probably build it with the sugar factory over there, but not yet. Right, I'm just going to empty the combine, and then I'm going to go and grab the baler. Need to keep this thing moving. It's filling up fast, but I can keep up with it. I don't know as well, maybe when we've done the sugar beet harvest we could connect this field with that field over there, make one big field. That would probably make sense, but we do again need to start getting even bigger machinery. We have some pretty big stuff, but if you were to do that, I think that would be the size of one plot. And one plot is huge. Yeah, that pretty much is one plot. Wow. Right, okay. To the baler. If we had just... How much is that? If we had just, well, about... If we just had £1,000, well, £2,000 more, then we could buy the Heston baler. I know that Chainsaw wants to get this, so maybe we should just wait. Maybe I can sell something, and then we could buy that. Chainsaw agrees. The Heston baler, we've just got a bit more money in from the mayonnaise production. This is why that production is so handy, because we can buy things. If we're close to being able to afford something but not quite, just wait a little bit and it will come in. So I think, yeah, just go for that as it is. Wonderful. The only bad thing about this, of course, is that we're towing it with a John Deere and not with a Massey Ferguson. There isn't actually a John Deere version. I think there is usually a New Holland and a Fendt version of the Heston, but not John Deere. Oh no, I think I've offended Chainsaw. He's left. Only joking. He lost connection. He's back. Yep, so the combine was full. It's because I did have to deviate to go and buy the baler. But once we get back to the field, I'll unload again, and then we'll be able to just get cracking with the Heston baler. I just hope we can move the bales without any issues. I remember in the past when I've used the Heston baler, I haven't been able to pick up the bales that easily. If that is the case, then, well, I suppose we'll just have to replace the Heston baler with a quadrant baler. Not a major issue. So before I go making too many of these bales, let's just check and see how easy they are to pick up. And I will just finish off the actual harvesting, so we'll go and get the trailer emptied. No, you're going to ram the bale. Okay, you're ramming the bale, not to worry. But that is the end of this harvest. I don't think the worker even realised that the bale was there. So, what we need is a tractor with a front loader. I know that was one. I think Chainsaw actually has the other one, okay. So we will be sticking with the drop nose. And we should really tidy the place up. I will take that stump grinder out of this field. I'm not too sure what this field is going to be yet. I suppose it should be something like canola, because we've got the beehives there, and the bees can increase the yield of canola. They can only increase the yield of a crop they can pollinate. Yes, I shouldn't have done that. I should have taken just the just the grab off. There we go. Let's give it a go. I appreciate we're using a pallet fork here, but it should work just the same as a bale spike. Ah, brilliant. So it does work. No, it's a little bit... It's a bit sticky. But it does work. It does work. I don't know what it is about the Heston bales, but they do seem sticky. I'll just try and stack 2 together. See if I can pull out okay. Obviously if I can't, that's no good. We'll see. Why do they do that? Yeah, we'll see. Well, I've tried different approaches, different pallet fork widths, also putting the pallet fork through different parts of the bale. Doesn't seem to make a difference. Some areas are a bit better, like just below that dark line in the middle, but it's still a nightmare. So, please do comment down below. Since it is a glitch, should we be entitled to a full refund on the baler? Or should we just sell it and lose? It's probably about 50% we'd lose, and then get a quadrant baler when we have the money. I personally think we should get a full refund because it's not doing what it's meant to do. But of course, I'm not going to make that decision now, because if I do, there'll be quite a few people who get upset. We've got all of the Heston bales on board now, so here's the plan of action. What we're going to do is we're going to sell these. That's 130,000 litres. We're then going to go and grab the round baler. We'll finish off the fill with that. And of course with that we can use the auto stacker, but we do definitely want to have a quadrant baler in the future. We want to have a square, mainly just because you'd have to keep stopping. Every time a baler is produced, you just keep flying out the back and you can keep moving, which I think is a lot better. But obviously they both do have their positives and negatives, and that's not the bale sell point. That's the everything else sell point. Now at least it's not the worst time for selling, so we shouldn't do too badly here. Well, I wouldn't complain at over £10,000 for that. It's only half a field of bales. Seems quite good. We'll take this back to the yard, we'll grab the round baler, we'll finish off, and yeah, then that'll be that field completely done. I'm just going to go and show you what Chainsaw's up to. He is in the process of clearing a few more trees. So as you can see here, he has taken these trees down and pushed this field this way. I guess eventually these two might be joined together. It is nice to have trees dividing though, and he's put these into the container. Okay, right. Let's grab that baler and let's get things done. That's the other thing about this baler, it's really not very tolerant if you come out of the lines. You have to be dead straight, otherwise it's going to miss bits. But there we go, I've gone around picking up all the bits that I've missed except for that line there, and we've managed to get another bale out of it. So I will go and take this back to the yard. Chainsaw, as you can see, is clearing them up. And I guess we'll sell those ones as well. We do already have quite a few in storage. And it's home. Right, chainsaw is here right now. Here you go, the bales. So, yeah, all the grain is either in storage or in the mill, the grain mill. And the bales have all, yeah, all been sold. There we go. So that was 10,383 plus 1,200. So we're now back up at £27,000 again. And once we've rested and we get into May, the mayonnaise production will have been doing its thing. We'll probably be back up at 100,000 again. So it is amazing how fast we can generate the money. I don't know if the sugar beet in this field is going to be ready next time. I would love it if it is. Probably not. But there'll always be other things to do. It looks like this field will probably be ready. This field's already ready. And this one, possibly. We will see. So we're going to leave it here. Obviously, Chainsaw has been doing an awful lot of stuff, which we haven't been able to see because I've been busy in that field. So please do check out his video as well. It's always great to be able to see the same gameplay session from a different perspective. So the link is down below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.